So as you notice, the road has some sort of a curve corner that the radius of 5 feet, and that we haven't reflected that in our drawings, and our drawings has the right angle. So getting back to our drawing, we have to basically fix those corners. The tool that we're going to use is part of the modifying tab, which called Fillet, or you can type F, and that's the first command comes up called Fillet. So the Fillet, it has multiple options. You can create a polyline object when you are doing that. I'm gonna go back and do this. Let's see. Other option that you have is that you can give the radius for the basically the object that you wanna fillet. So let's go and then put the like a 5 feet for the radius that we want, and here I'm going to zoom in here and then select one line, one side of this polyline and the second side, and as you can see, it's automatically connecting these two line and then create that curve like a corner. If I run this command again, the radius, see, is going to be set as the previous radius. If I want to change it, I have to go to the radius or type R, go to the radius, and then change it back to 0. So I'm going to keep it as a 0, but at this time I want to change this one to multiple. So I don't want to do it every time run the program, so I can do it multiple times in the same command. So I click on the multiple and then start doing the fillet for this one, and then see I still in the fillet command, and I can do it for the other one. And let's do this here. Okay. Now I want to show you something else. Here, when the command basically create that fillet here, it's basically trimming the rest of the drawing and make the drawing kind of clean for me. But if I want to basically keep those lines, what should I do? Then I have to go to trim and then make that one as a no trim. And then when I go to the fillet, then basically that's gonna create that fillet here, but still keeping that line in that place. So that's the another option. So we just undo this, and I'm gonna go to the trim, and I'm gonna say trim this, and I'm gonna trim these two together. So it doesn't matter if those things are basically two separate elements of the polyline or two separate lines. So let's say if I have two lines here, one here, and then one here, and those lines are not basically connecting, crossing or connecting to each other. Does the fillet works? The answer is yes. So if I type F, and let's say I want to change the radius to something that you can see it. So let's say, for example, let's put it as 20 feet. And if I do the fillet, you'll notice that it automatically connects these two lines and then get rid of that pieces. So let's try the other side. So if I click here and this time go to the other direction, wherever I click, that's basically understand the side that I want to keep. So that's very important. The side that I want to keep in the fillet, it's going to be clicking. So if I click on this side, it's going to keep this side and create that fillet, or this side. The other way is that I can change radius. I can change that one to 0, and here if I go here and see, that's create a right angle. So it's the same command, same thing, but do it in a different way. So if I click here, that's going to connect these two lines together. This is a very helpful tool, especially when the time that you have multiple lines from different places and you want to connect them, or for example you create something and all of a sudden the line is not in the right place and you want to connect these lines together. So let's just erase these lines.